Hello everyone, Zach Hutton from Clark's Landing Yacht Sales here at the Atlantic City Boat Show. Today we're going to be going through the Cutwater 248 Coupe. This is a 2024 model. The predecessor to this boat was the Cutwater 242, which you all saw a walkthrough video on from years ago, but here's the updated. Can't wait to take you through the boat, show you the new stuff. Now we start with power. We have a 250 horsepower Yamaha outboard motor. That is mounted to a walk-through swim platform with a nice engine well. We have transom ladder, freshwater transom shower. You have your trim tabs, and you have your underwater lights mounted to the trim tabs. Now we find that makes them a little brighter, a little less obstructions for you to see through. Once on the boat in the cockpit, we start with the transom. We have a built-in electric grill. Just under the electric grill is a 30-gallon live well. Now, of course, you can't use the two at the same time, so the boat comes with a nice zipper bag for you to store the grill in when you want to use the live well. Live well is fully aerated. Remember, this boat hits that cruising to fishing split really well, so you got to have the fishing features on board too. After the electric grill, we have your freshwater stainless steel sink, cup holders, and a 50-gallon self-draining cooler or fish well, depending how you want to use the boat, depending what that day is going to bring. As we move on, we have your 30-amp shore power connection. Just south of that, we have your raw water washdown. Raw water switch is right here, activates the pump for the raw water washdown. Let's not forget, we have a two-person flip down transom seat. We have a single person seat right here. And as we circle around, you're going to have the best seat in the house. This is a reversible 1 or 2 person rear facing seat. Perfect for when you're trawling with fishing rods, or a perfect vantage point to watch someone who's being pulled on a tube. While here in the cockpit, let's point out fishing rod holder here. Fishing rod holder on the starboard side. Boat comes with rocket launchers on each side, and you can easily add more rocket launchers as you see fit depending on your fishing needs. Now on both sides of the cockpit deck, we have storage. Here's where you're going to find your first set of batteries. You're going to find your deck drainage system. Now this is a gravity fed system. Does not involve any pumps, does not drain your batteries. If you notice, this side is built just a little higher than the other side. As rainwater, washdown water, seawater hits the deck, finds its way into these scuppers, finds its way through the drainage system right out of the boat. Your bilge stays nice and dry, and you're not taxing your bilge pumps over and over. Simple but excellent, really effective method from Cutwater. Now the center deck hatch is bilge access. Once you have your outboard motor exterior of the boat, opens up lots of bilge space for you to get in. You're actually able to reach your bilge pumps, reach your fuel separator, reach your seacocks for your raw water washdown and your live well. Here you'll find ample access to your fuel tank should you ever need to make adjustments or repairs. And when it comes to keeping the bilge nice and clean, access and space to actually be able to scrub down and work on things is paramount. Cutwater gives you a really nice bilge space in here. Once inside the salon of the Cutwater 248, we start with the galley space. We have a nice stainless steel sink, hot and cold water. The faucet does extend out. We have a single electric or alcohol burning stovetop. We have counter space, and we have space for all your spices and cookware and things like that. Here you have your freshwater meter, let you know how much water is still in your freshwater tank, no more guessing. We have 110 outlets. Now on the port side, we have a really nice galley table fit for 4 people. But that rear facing seat with the pull of a knob and the swivel of a seat back turns into a two-person galley seating, which recesses up to reveal the aft bunk, which is also where you're going to find your battery switches and your circuit breakers. Now the galley table itself recesses down and a pad fits right on there. This becomes a 6-foot long sleeper, perfect for one more guest to spend the night in comfort. Now below the forward galley seating, we find a microwave, and directly below the captain's chair, we find a very generous refrigerator with freezer space. Now for a boat of this size, this refrigerator is really big. One of the things that Cutwater really emphasizes is that this boat is meant for weekends on board, not just simply day trips. You want to be able to bring enough food and drinks and refreshments for everyone. So beautiful weekender here on the Cutwater 248. Now here at the helm, we'll find the main captain's station. We have your bow thruster control. Yes, this boat has a bow thruster. That's standard. We have your standard toggle switches. Wheel, of course. Garmin unit. Now this is of course the brains of the operation. This is your charts, your maps, your depth finder, your fish finder. If you option in radar, which is an option on the 248, but if you option it in, it can overlay on your charts and maps and stuff here. You can do a split screen, so you can have two independent screens on the same Garmin unit. Now beyond that, we have an air conditioning or heating vent for the captain. We have your Yamaha engine readout data. The rest of your toggle switches, including your windlass control. Yes, this boat has a windlass standard. Lenco trim tabs, and of course, your ignition. Now for those beautiful spring, summer, and fall days when rather than air conditioning, you want the wind blowing through your hair, you have slide back windows on both the port and starboard side, as well as ventilation skylight hatches, both here in the Salon and forward in the main cabin. Really gives you that outdoor, indoor feel, wind blowing through, the sounds of the water, sounds of the marine life and whatnot. Makes for an excellent experience. Comes the evening, we want to transition into the main cabin, so let's step down there next. We flip this up to give us ample headroom, and 2 steps later, here we are in the main cabin. Generous sleeping space, easily ample for 2 people. When not in use as sleeping quarters, there is a table that pops up right here with nice seating for 3 or 4 of your guests. On this model, we optioned in the TV with DVD player. And of course, you have the sink standard. Now, believe it or not, this space right in front of me here becomes your shower. Here's your shower curtain. It extends out on this track right here. The faucet from the sink extends, and here's your shower head mount. The TV, of course, hides away. Shower curtain protects it. And this door, which we'll show you what's behind it in just a minute, comes out, fastens right here. This comes down, gives you plenty of privacy for your shower. Now every weekend cruiser needs to be accommodated with a head. Here's how Cutwater set this up. So once again, as I alluded to before, this door secures in here. There's a locking mechanism right here. This folds down, and you'll have plenty of privacy to use the head. Now, one of the questions that I'm often asked is, how do you get to the bow? It looks a lot scarier than it really is in real life. Do it once or twice, you'll find how easy it is. You have grab hold right here. You have a nice step right here. And with that, you have a nice walk through up to the bow. Now you have good hand holds here and here, all the way through until you get to the bow rail. Now once on the bow, we have our anchor locker, both starboard and port access. We have foot buttons for the windlass. Remember, the windlass is also controllable at the helm. We have a center cleat just behind the windlass itself, of course. And here are your bow cleats, just to the port and starboard of the windlass. Your bow lines come right in here. Easy access to the cleats. And you feel nice and secure while you're tying up your boat because of this nice, high, secure bow rail. Now, looking back at the boat from the bow, we see roof racks and also where radar would be mounted if you do option it into this boat. For more info about the Cutwater 248 Coupe, visit our website, clarkslanding.com, and myself or one of our other reps will be more than happy to give you a personal tour of the boat. But for right now, I'm Zach Hutton with Clark's Landing Yacht Sales in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. We're at the Atlantic City Boat Show. Thank you for joining me.